Hello and welcome back to the Kaiserreich campaign. I'm Count Christo, and hopefully this episode we can take Moscow. Ooh, lag there, sorry about that. Right, let's... They've got such low organisation, such low strength. I reckon we can just push straight through here. We are not managing to put up much of a resistance anymore. Just kind of doing cleanup on this side. I shouldn't really be doing cleanup with these 40 combat with divisions, I know, but here, so it's so much easier. Convenience. The enemy of efficiency. Right. Is that a famous quote? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. That's where there's 5 guys. I knew there was somewhere. Oh, I had the right number of people. Where are you going? No, you're fine. Stay there. Okay. Fort done? Not quite. Forts, I mean to say. Pretty good fort levels up here now, though. Problem is, they only have to break it in one place. And then the forts rapidly become not useful. Alright, we lost a lot of destroyers just there. So, is our main fleets done repairing? No. No, these take a long time to repair. Especially when you put them all in one port. It's realistic that naval repair time is super long. Why, you moron? You go to Global World Persia and Ottomans too. Where's Baku? I need to make sure I get Azerbaijan. Baku being the city down here. Ooh. Yeah, Baku, cool. Not getting that name wrong. What's happened in these convoy raids? We lost a whole bunch of convoys. We've got plenty. It's hurting our resource delivery. But once we take out Russia, it's going to make our life a lot easier. The fact that we're not at war with anyone over here means that all this area is just going to be ours and not needing defending, which is really convenient. It's going to need military policing though, which is a pain. Deploy a lot of military police. I'm not advancing here right now because once this falls, I feel like a push from the south would be more effective. Need more divisions, man. This is not good. Oh, look, they have forts around Moscow. Doesn't help when there's no one manning the forts. You do get that, Russia, right? Did they have a focus to do that, or did the game just start them with them? I'm looking forward to doing a game as Russia. I think that'd be good fun. But I'm definitely not going to... I shouldn't start rambling about the next planned series before I finish this one again. I'm sure that's not very entertaining. Alright, these guys are out of supply now. So let's just finish them off. These guys out of supply? Yes, they are. Finland has reacted to the threat a bit more. Good. Yes, keep these guys here. I'm going to keep those guys here, but take away one of the ones from Danzig. Are any of these guys fully experienced? Yeah, both of them are. Okay, let's take him. Send him up here. Take one of the guys from Danzig and put him there. Because if we've got 3 guys in the area, that should be fine. Nothing going on over here. They have no air supremacy, although they've stopped bombing me here. How many fighters are we up to? Negative 100. Alright. Let's delete these so we can actually get some realistic numbers about how many fighters we have. End of the day. There we go. Yeah, 163 fighters. We've got lots of carrier fighters and lots of carrier bombers though, so let's tone it down on those a bit. Some more fighter production going. Ah, resources. More of that. Ooh, blimey, we have a huge steel deficit. I didn't notice. Okay, Sweden. Sweden and Austria are the most proximate people that we can import from. There we go. In fact, we should probably maximize how much we import from that date pass. The day I have to let pass. Oh, I didn't actually cancel it. Just cancel all of them. Now, we want to maximize how many we can import from Austria, because that won't require any convoys. Oh, not actually getting all delivered, though. Have I gone up to 32? Yes, there we go. Sorry, trade is not the most engaging. There we go. Okay, outdated equipment. Equipment, level 3. Very nice. Up, which naturally requires that we have more steel. I don't know why that auto-select button doesn't always work. We definitely need this, right? Infantry defense and breakthrough. Seems very important. Yes! Moscow is ours! They must be dead on the industry front. They're not actually completely dead. I guess the southern heartland's a bit industrialized as well. But the capture of Moscow is a significant blow, as a pop-up will probably tell you in a moment. Yeah, we've got too much land being covered by these divisions. Have him come back down here. I could probably do with garrison on this port. Is that the port province? No, this is the port province. No? That's the port province. Okay, let's delete that. Go there. Nice. And these guys... God, they're having so much trouble killing this guy, even though he's totally encircled. That is horrendous. Got no supply. How can you possibly... Well, this guy's got really low organisation. I guess that makes sense. How are we doing down here? Still fine? Looks like it. Ports. We have an offensive. Oh, of course, the one in Finland. Right. I'm glad we had a couple of people join. Well, a couple of people. Finland. It makes sense, you know? To have a couple of people wanting to join you against the Syndicalists. I like it. Let's, we need more troops. Just more troops on this line. How close are they now? They're only 67%. This could work. There's no one up here, right? So it doesn't matter if the people we have over here are barely trained cavalry. Or this could be the end of Russia. If we just take Russia out with, what, 4 combat width? 4 combat width cavalry. That's going to be pretty entertaining. Let's let Finland manage their own stuff. It's 5 victory points up there. I would like that. Also, if we could cut these guys off. No, yeah. You stay up here. Because I want to cut off the Finns. Okay, and these guys have just come free as well. Awesome. Cut off the Finns? No. Cut off the Russians from the Finnish front. So if you guys would just charge up here, then these guys can come in from here. Secure their defeat. Beautiful. No, you. There we go. Awesome. You guys could redeploy to there. Perfect. Okay. Just occasionally checking down here. I feel like it'll hold, but... Okay, here they come again. There's no combat, so they're landing here. With one guy? We declare war on Ecuador. Maklik wants to sign a pact of non-aggression. Sure. Our only ambition in this war, really, is to win this war and then maybe take out Austria. Because they refused to aid us. I know it doesn't. We didn't like actually dishonor an alliance or anything, but I feel like they very much like they dishonored an alliance. Surely the Central Powers should have been reformed, and these two should have joined me. So I think union of the German area. Like if we take all this, by German I mean it in a kind of far more broad sense than would usually be used. Like I want all the HRE. This push is still going very well. Can I deploy my cavalry yet? No. When can I deploy these guys? 21st of December. They landed. They landed. Alright. Throw them back into the ocean, boys. There they go. Didn't take long. That was so quick. Right, come up here. So just fight them as much as we can. Keep their equipment. You've got to remember, you know, Russia is not just being totally incompetent. It might be doing that too. It's got a very good stability. They had those horrible modifiers on their industry for a long time. Kaiser Wilhelm Society, +1 research slot. Fantastic. Okay, now... Don't really need those. More building slots in a couple of my friends. It's not that useful. Airstrips. Better fighters. Lots of air doctrine would be useful. Let's do this first, though. There's extra naval dockyards. Could be handy. Now we want to build... Oh yeah, okay, let's do tanks ahead of time. Just getting the Tigers deployed would be pretty nice. Having our guys backed by Tigers is going to be frighteningly powerful. Trapping all these guys up here is also brilliant. If Finland would just take this province... they're going to do it. I was going to say, oh yeah, I wouldn't be that smart. But no. Indeed, they were that smart. Excellent. Okay, push up here, push up here. Still no problems on this front. Finish building the forts, pretty much. their bombing is going to damage our forts, which is a problem. Really don't like that they're bombing us. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, I'll get the next... When's the next fighter tech? 1940. It's 41, right? No, it is 40. Okay, we definitely want to get the next fighter tech as soon as possible. Oh, I can delete that. Where else do you have an unfilled front line? Oh yes, that is not going to become relevant. Russia is done. They're not done. That would be productive. Productive? No. Overzealous. But, not overzealous. Exaggeration, that's the word that I'm grasping for in the dark. Right, charge up here. Keep that attack going up there. He's moving up there rather than cutting me off, strangely. Come down here. We're so thin on this line, but Russia's just so tied up in the south. See if these guys can do a push in the south. We just need to take Kiev. Maybe I should have been more focused on taking Kiev then, since I'm right that we just need to take Kiev. So, marching in these provinces as well wouldn't hurt. Kiev obviously is just going to get rid of all these Ukrainian troops, so we can then do a sweep through here, which would be very nice. Very nice indeed. We could also do with upgrading our navy, since we're going to have to win the naval war against England. I was thinking about how we're going to break this deadlock. We could just, you know, force through it, but I think that's a bit like forcing through the Maginot Line. It's doable, it just costs so much. I think a naval landing, like simultaneously here, 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 and here. Securing this area, pushing south to this river, and then a tank push down this side of this river. I'm afraid I don't know what that river's called. Because that's just forests and hills, and then some plains at the bottom. Just a big tank push through there. Could be really good. Could be really, really good. Would result in massive French casualties. There goes Ukraine, the cowardly Ukrainian nation. Can no longer withstand the pressure from the Russian forces. They've all disbanded, leaving these guys all encircled, which is great. See if we can encircle these guys too. Oh, bit of a glitch there. Wonder if there was some event going on somewhere in the world that I'm not aware of. Probably. Let's keep pushing in on all available fronts. So maybe here, since I might leave that province a bit open. Okay, can I deploy my cav? I can deploy my cav. Oh, oh, oh. They're gonna just sweep through. We need to keep these Russians on the back foot though. So just keep attacking them wherever possible. Good. Attack up here. Attack here. Okay. Good. These guys are now cut off. No supply? No supply. So they're going to get exterminated. And then the Finns are going to be able to dedicate themselves over here, which is good. And they probably will, because they have a border. Always have attack orders. Even if you don't think you're struggling, even if you're not planning to attack from there, there's no reason not to have an attack order. Actually, there might be one reason, because if you don't have an attack order and you have them set to aggressive, sometimes they push forwards without being ordered to, which can be useful, because it means you can have them kind of auto-push on a front without having to rejig attack orders all the time. If you're trying to be optimal, attack orders are pretty much always the way to go. How can they have so much of their factories left? I guess it is down here. How many underlocked slots are there down here? 8, 5, 8, 8. I guess there's some down here. There's probably quite a few in the Crimea. Modern day Crimea, rather than what would at this point probably be known as the Crimea. Right. So I don't know when the Crimea stopped meaning the kind of area that was the nation, the Crimea, in kind of EU4 times, to meaning just this area. I wonder. Let's cut these guys off from supply as well. Alright, now that all those Cavs have arrived, I think we can activate this battle plan. Look at that. Cav powering through. That's glorious to see. Oh, and a bunch of the tank divisions have shown up too. Armoured divisions, I should say. Oh yes, the lakes are mucking with my attack orders. Just do that. Should solve that problem. These Russians are all going to be exterminated. That's what we like. In the context of the game. No pushes on the French. Good. From the French, I mean to say. Here. Eastern Rhineland. Yep, that appears to have... It says 10 out of 10. Then when I do this, it says plus 90. I guess it's damaged. Here, here, here. Anywhere else? Not really. Where could we do with more? Oh, down here. That could definitely do with some infrastructure. Where else? 2 out of 8. 2 out of 10, sorry. That could do with some. 6 out of 12. 6 there. Yeah, it's already at 7, so... in case you don't know why I'm doing this, by the way, building this percentage is based on the level of infrastructure in the province. The more infrastructure you have in a province, the cheaper it is to build things there. So it makes sense to build infrastructure first, and then build your buildings. Like so. Marvellous. Okay, let's merge these two. Bring this front line down. Delete the old one. Sorted. Rush down to Odessa. You can do the same. In fact, you can go across like this. Pocket them in a more immediate way. Yeah, you guys can strategically redeploy. We won't need many to kill these two. Fantastic. Keep pushing in. Little pocket here, perhaps. Very little pocket, but, you know, every little helps. Do. Push is going. How's supply? Fine. We've just got both sides have so few troops that I feel like supply is not going to be an issue over here. Over on this front now, we may have supply become an issue. Look, we don't have to put many more guys here for supply to start becoming an issue. Holding Cologne would help a lot for supply in this area. Well, a bit. Ooh, suddenly rather loud there. Okay, keep going down here. Okay, this one. Activate that. Rushing these guys. Yep. Right, you better serve me down here. Or in fact, down here, since the Finns seem to be covering that one. Taking Sevastopol will help. What? 1 victory point? That's like 10 in the base game. Wonder why. Maybe in this alternate timeline, the city's damaged or something during the revolution. I think the Russian Revolution does happen. Right. Oh, Peru was annexed by Chile. I'm pretty sure the Russian Revolution does happen in this alternate timeline. It's just that it's defeated. But I'm not at all sure about that. Or is it that the Russian Revolution happens, but only the kind of moderate version, not the more extreme Bolshevik side, just the kind of low-level guys that are in favour of a constitutional monarchy. Back into the ocean with you. God, these numbers are scary. I think we need to beef up our troop counts down here a bit. I don't like that the Austrians have so many men on my border. It really concerns me. If they declare war on me, it's GG. They've got 100 divisions, and I've got no one standing ready to defend. So I'd be doomed if they declare war on me right now. But really, I can't spare the guys. Maybe once I beat Russia... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Once I beat Russia, I'll put my colonial troops on the Austrian border. Oh, sorry. I've got Facebook open in the background. My bad. Close that. There we go. Sorry about that. Been a while since I forgot to do that. Free military factories. I'd like a nice, healthy surplus of those, really. We're going to need... No, we're not going to need more motorized if I do armor divisions, because I'm going to want to use... I'm going to want to use mechanize in my armor divisions. I want them to be as close to 100% hardness as possible. Hardness, in case you don't know, is a stat for infantry divisions here, which dictates what percentage of hard attack and soft attack they are damaged by. So our unit is 5% hard, because these heavy tanks here. So they take 5% of their damage from... So they take 95% of their damage from soft attack, and the remaining part from hard attack. And the harder your divisions are, the stronger they are, because obviously most damage in this game is soft attack. Right, close that little pocket. Did manage to pull that off in a fort. That's probably why they're holding so well. God, the cavalry coming in, defeating them. That is embarrassing. Maybe we could spread this down a bit now that we've got the cav and the tank division reinforcements in the north. Maybe a bit further south. There we go. Grand assault is done. We're going to go with assault because it's down that side that the extra 30% planning bonus lies, which is very, very powerful. Spread out more sensibly, darn you. Okay. Good. Trap them down here. Let's see if we can trap them. Like so. Should work. Keep the push going. Okay, that's the end of that episode. Next time, maybe, we'll be able to capitulate the Russians. These new communists? These new cavalry should help a lot. We are then going to have to deal with the colossal amount of resistance we've got down here. Oh, would you give me Petrograd by any chance? They would. How about Onlets as well? No, they have a claim to those ones. But they'll give me Petrograd. Nice. Lots of factories there. We're going to have to deal with all this unrest, but I'm going to do that after I capitulate Russia, because the priority right now is just killing Russia. It doesn't matter if lots of stuff gets damaged. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you then. Bye-bye.